Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Kyle, if you're new. In today's class, we have a 30-minute power vinyasa flow. So this is a strong practice. We're going to be working through a variety of different postures to build our balance strength, our core flexibility, mobility. And I'm going to remind you that we're trying to synchronize our breath with our movements with the vinyasa, one breath, one movement. And for my more regular practitioners, again, really focus on long, smooth breaths. And you'll know from some of my previous classes that I try and make this challenging. I try and make it more dynamic. So a lot of balancing transitions. I'm going to see if I can get your breath panting, seeing if I can get that dysregulation going. And the idea is that you're supposed to remain calm, stick with the breath, and then as a result, everything else comes with the breath and the movement. But focusing on the breath first, please. So let's jump right into it.
Alrighty, we're going to begin today in a tabletop position. So we're going to start with a wrist and base of the feet warm up so you can tuck the toes and begin to do some circular motions into the wrists and sitting back with the weight onto the base of the feet. Now, the toes tuck is a really nice way to make sure that the feet and the grounding get a good stretch before we begin. Often this is neglected, especially if you are into a stronger activity like weightlifting or whatever it may be. The feet often get ignored. You can change directions, perhaps taking the palms and facing them up. You can change directions one more time. And if you'd like to, you can send the fingers back, placing the palms down, working into the forearms. And release, come to a neutral tabletop. Inhale, cow, lower the belly, chin up, shoulders back. Exhale, cat, curl into the spine as you press into the ground. Inhale, cow, belly lowers, gaze upwards. Exhale, cat, curl and press. One more with the breath. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come to a hovering tabletop, so bring your knees just to hover off the floor. If you can walk your hands a little bit forward and have your hands a little bit wider and engage the core and just begin to play around with the weight, moving in circles. You're going to lift the belly button up to the spine and release down to the ground. Inhale, raise the knees up just off the floor to hover. And now raise the left hand up in the air and see if you can tease the right foot up into the air. So you're balancing on just one hand and one palm. Play around with the balance, and if you're wobbling in and out, that's totally fine. You may find it easy to just come onto the fingertips of the left hand and switch it out, left hand down and right foot down. Come first perhaps onto the right fingertips and then tease the left foot off and then the right hand. I like to play around with extending the leg and arm out just to move the energy across the core and place it down. Bring the knees and hands down to the floor, perhaps sitting back just to give the shoulders a bit of a rest. Now raise the knees back up, light onto the left fingertips, right foot off the floor. Then see if you can place the left hand up in the sky. Now raise the left elbow up and the right knee up. And if you've got this balance and this feels good, you can extend the left arm alongside your ear and kick the right leg back. And bring your elbow in, right knee back, and switch it out. So light onto the left finger or right fingertips, left leg up into the sky. And then right arm lifts up. Find the balance. Now, if you want to, you can raise the right arm up to the sky, or at least the bent elbow up beside you and the left leg out beside you. And then find the balance and extend through the right arm and left leg. It's a bit of a left and right challenge here. Keep the activation, keep breathing, engage the core. Draw the left knee in, right elbow back to square off, and place them down and lower down, perhaps sitting back into child's pose just to catch your breath. Come up to tabletop, tuck the toes, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to move into a downward dog position. So you're going to send the hips up, lower the heels down, have the hands wider than shoulder width distance, press evenly into the ground. We're going to start off with a bend to the knees. From here, Same thing, we're going to come light onto the left fingertips and see if you can raise the right leg up to the sky. So we're in a kind of one-legged downward or three-legged dog essentially, and then raise the left hand up off the floor and find the balance. If you want to play around, you can experiment with sending the left hand back. Keep your right leg nice and active. And gently place it down. Left hand down, right foot down. We're going to change to the other side. Light on the right fingertips. Left leg raises up into the sky with a one-legged, one-handed downward facing dog. And then see if you can keep your left leg active and tease the right hand off the floor, perhaps sending it up behind you. Find the balance. Keep breathing. And gently release. Place the right hand down. Left foot comes down. Inhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat nice and slowly. We're going to bend into the knees at the same time. So pressing with the hands, lowering the hips, coming into a malasana or a yogi squat. Bring your hands to prayer. Now, if you would like, you can stay high on the balls of the feet. Otherwise, you're aiming to sink into the heels. You're going to use the elbows on the inside of the knees to leverage the hips open. You can release. Now place the right elbow, tuck it on the inside of the right knee. And inhale, open up. Look with the left arm reaching up to the sky. And exhale, release. Left elbow hooks. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. Gaze up, open through the chest. Exhale, release. Bring the right arm down. Inhale, extend both arms out in front of you to reach, open up the chest. Exhale, ragdoll. So extend through the legs, so straighten the legs out by pressing through the heels and fold all the way down. Have a generous bend to the knees. Interlace the hands, place them behind the head. So I'm going to tuck the chin and gently sway from left to right. See if you can allow your head and your shoulders and the back of the neck just to hang off the hips. Soften through your face. Interlace the hands behind your back. Squeeze your elbows together. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, send them up and over your head. Release the hands down. Inhale, slowly roll up to standing. See if you can uncurl one vertebra at a time. And when you get to the top, begin to do some big shoulder rolls from left to right. And I like to get quite wild and weird with my shoulder rolls, starting from the base of the feet, really opening up through the chest, kind of an animalistic movement, warming up the full body and spine. And release. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky, up above the head. Exhale, fold all the way down with a soft bend to the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, spine straight. Exhale, plank, walk the hands to the top of the mat. Hold and breathe. Now, you're more than welcome to lower the knees if it feels better on the shoulders. You want to tuck the elbows in, press the ground away. Inhale, shift forward just past the wrists, lift the head up and tuck the chin. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the ground, as slow as you can go, having your elbows scraping your sides. When you get to the floor, untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra. Elbows out, lift the back of the neck up to the sky. Tuck the chin, shoulders back. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down. Last time, squeeze the thighs. Inhale to rise, hold. See if you can tease the weight off the fingers. And release. Well done. Tuck your toes. Inhale, rise up to tabletop. Exhale, down dog, send the hips up and lower the heels down. And from here we build. So see if you can really focus on your breath, synchronizing one breath, one movement. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Right leg reaches up into the sky. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, come forward and tap. Inhale, 3-legged dog, or right leg extends up. Press evenly between your hands. Exhale, knee to nose, come forward and squeeze, lift the hips up. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg extends up and back. Exhale, runner's lunge, right foot on the outside of the right hand. Keep the back knee up. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, a low squat. Step the left foot forward, drop into the heels, arms reach up. Find the balance. We're in a wide-legged squat, so bend deeply into the hips. Straighten through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, Samasthiti. Bring your hands through to prayer. Straighten the legs out. Inhale, high mountain. Arms reach up to the sky above your head. Exhale, a low squat. Simply squat down into the heels, arm along your ears. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Step back to plank and lower halfway, elbows in. Inhale, up dog, roll over the toes. Look up, shoulders back. Exhale, down dog. Send the hips up and lower the heels down. Well done. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, cross over and squeeze. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Press between the hands. Exhale, knee to nose, come forward. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Exhale, runner's lunge, left foot on the outside of the left hand. Keep your back knee up, look forward. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot forward, low squat. Drop into the heels, arm along your ears. Take a deep breath in, sink a little bit lower. Exhale, Samasthiti, stand up, hands to prayer. Open the chest. Inhale, high mountain, arms swoop up to the sky. Exhale, power squat. Simply drop back into the heels. Bring your arms alongside your ears. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Step back to plank and lower halfway, elbows in. Inhale, up dog, roll over the toes, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, down dog, send the hips up and lower the heels down. Inhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat, nice and slow. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Rise up, draw the right knee into the chest. Find the balance on the left leg. Find the focal point. As you exhale, with control, step the right foot to the top of the mat, coming into high crescent lunge. You're going to have a bend to the front knee. You're high on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, vertical twist right. Right arm back, left arm forward, and lower the back knee just to hover off the ground. Well done. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky through center. Exhale, chaturanga, windmill, hands down to plank and lower halfway. Inhale, up dog, roll over the toes and squeeze. Exhale, down dog, send the hips up and melt the heels down. Well done. Inhale, walk the hands to the back of the mat, nice and slow, and stay for the exhale. Inhale, rise up to standing, left knee draws into the chest, one-legged Tadasana. Find the focus with the eyes. You're balancing. If you're falling out, that's fine. Just make sure that you make your way back in. Take a deep breath in. With control, step the left foot forward, high crescent lunge. Bend deeply into the left leg. You're high on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, vertical twist left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Bring the back knee just to hover off the floor. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale, arms reach through center. Exhale, chaturanga. Hands down to plank and lower halfway. Squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, up dog. Gaze up, squeeze your thighs. Exhale, down dog. Send the hips up and lower the heels down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg rises. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, cross over and hold. Extend the leg out beside you, place it down. Inhale, fallen star. Turn on the heels, reach through the left arm, hips facing up to the sky. Hold and breathe. Ground down through the heels. Engage the core. Squeeze the glutes and lift the chest up. Release, left hand comes down. Inhale, three-legged dog, or right leg extends up and back. Exhale, runner's lunge, right foot on the outside of the right hand. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, low squat. Left foot steps forward, drop into the heels, arm along your ears. Hold and breathe. Soften through the face. Inhale, sink a little bit lower. Challenge yourself here. Exhale, Samasthiti. Stand up, hands to prayer. Feel the relief. Inhale, high mountain. Arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, active squat. Drop down into the heels, nice and slow, arms along your ears. But this time, come all the way down to the ground. So you're going to go as slow as possible, dropping the hips onto the back of the heels, low down onto the floor, coming into a boat position, high boat or navasana. Find your variation. It may look like having your feet on the floor, arms out behind you, or just having your legs high in the sky with your arms beside you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, low boat. Come all the way to hover just off the floor. Rise up, high boat. And lower, low boat. Now go with your own breath. Keep going. You're going to use the exhale to compress the posture. You're going to inhale, come down. Exhale to rise. See if you can soften into the breath. Another 10 seconds. Keep going. Soften in the face. See if you can open up to the chest. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Knees into the chest, rock and roll front to back. Do at least 3 or 4 rocks, just loosening up the spine. And we'll make our way into a wide-legged squat. If you'd like to, you can try roll all the way there without the support of your hands. We'll meet in a wide-legged squat, heels down, sink down low, arms along the ears, open up the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, step back to plank, lower halfway, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog, roll over the toes. Roll your shoulders back. Exhale, down dog, hips up, heels down. Inhale, walk the hands to the back of the mat, nice and slow. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, rise, Tadasana. Draw the right knee into the chest, arms along your ears. Find the focus. Exhale, figure 4. Right foot stacks on top of the left. Flex the right foot, sink the hips down low. Hold. If you'd like to, you can stay here. If you'd like a little bit more, we'll move into a half moon in the figure 4. So left hand on the belly and reach the right arm up and over your head. So arch into the right side body. Focus on the breath. See if you can raise the right hip up slightly. And release. One-legged Tadasana. Right leg reaches up into the sky. Exhale, high crescent lunge. Step the right foot forward. Bend into the right knee, arms alongside your ears. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, vertical twist right arm back, left arm forward. Bring the left knee just to hover off the floor. Hold. Inhale, arms reach through center and prepare. Exhale, launch off, a low flying warrior. Step onto the right foot, hands come to prayer. You're balancing on the right leg, left leg is back, strong and controlled. Find the focal point with the eyes. If you need to, you can bend the standing leg, open up the chest, and then straighten the right leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chair pose. Left foot steps forward, drop into the heels, arms alongside your ears, sink down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine and prepare. Exhale, chaturanga, step back to plank and lower halfway, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog, squeeze, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, crossover and squeeze to hold. Extend the leg out, place it down. Inhale, fallen star. Turn on the heels, right arm reaches up into the sky. Engage the core, lift the hips up. And release. Right hand comes back down. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg rises. Exhale, runner's lunge, left foot on the outside of the left hand. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step the right foot forward, low squat, arm along your ears. Sink down low. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, Samasthiti, stand, hands come to prayer. Open the chest. Inhale, high mountain, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, low squat. Come all the way down, arms along your ears, but this time we're going to sink all the way down to the heels. And release, Navasana, boat pose. Have the feet up, hands up, or find your variation. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower all the way down to low boat. Low boat, high boat, 30 seconds on your own breath. Move. You're going to come up to open the chest. You really want to lead with the belly. Come all the way down just to hover and rise up. Keep going. See if you can move with the breath. Perhaps challenging yourself a little bit more by closing your eyes and seeing if you can soften into the face. Really activating only what needs to be activated. Keep going. Open the chest. Lead with the belly. Another 10. Last 5. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Knees into the chest. Rock and roll front to back. Do at least 3 or 4, and we'll make our way into a squat position. It's nice to see if you can use the momentum to roll over the heels onto the feet. Bring the arms alongside your ears. We'll meet in a squat. Take a deep breath in, sink down low. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine and prepare. Exhale, chaturanga, step back to plank, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, over the toes, squeeze. Exhale, downward facing dog, shift back, almost there. Inhale, walk the hands to the back of the mat, creep your way, pressing through the shoulders. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, Tadasana, rise up to standing, left knee draws into the chest. Find the focal point first. Exhale, figure 4, left foot stacks on top of the right. Now flex the left toes. If this feels good, you can stay right here. You want to take your sitting bones and seeing if you can open them up behind you. It's almost as if you're spreading your bum behind you. Bring the right hand to the belly. Left hand up and over the head, half moon variation. This is optional. See if it feels good in your body. Now, you're going to arch over. Lift the hip, left hip up slightly. And see if you can peel the chest open. So you want to square yourself off to the front of the room. Release, Tadasana. Left leg comes up into the chest. Arms reach up. Exhale, step forward with control, high crescent lunge. Bend deeply into the left knee, high on the ball of the back foot. Inhale. Exhale, vertical twist left, left arm back, right arm forward. Bring the back knee just to hover off the floor to hold. Release. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Arms move through center and prepare. Exhale, low flying warrior. Step off on the left leg, right leg up. Hands come to prayer. Options to play around here if you want to send the arms back out beside you or even challenge yourself extra by extending them out alongside the ears. Be careful of your shoulders. Open up through the chest. Find the balance. Keep your right leg nice and active. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release, Utkatasana, right foot steps forward and immediately sit into the chair. Arms come alongside your ears. Take a deep breath in, sink a little bit lower. Exhale, fold and release. Well done. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine and prepare for the last time. Exhale, chaturanga, step back to plank and lower halfway, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog, roll over the toes. Look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send the hips up and melt the heels down. Take a deep breath in. Relax the back of your neck. And with some sound, open mouth sigh and let that go. And from here, gently lower the knees down to the ground. We're going to sit up for a round of camel pose. So we're going to have the knees hip-width distance apart. You can rise up. And from here, we're going to place the hands behind your back, squeeze the elbows together. You're going to have the fingers facing down, and you're going to make sure that your elbows are squeezed in and your glutes are squeezed in. You're going to inhale to look up, and as you exhale, gently arch back. Now, this is just entry level. It doesn't take much to feel the effects of this posture, so please be careful. The main thing here is that you are squeezing your thighs, engaging your glutes, and lifting the chest up and back. And this is really a good stretch to open up all the way through the front body. We're working your quads, hip flexors, your abdominals, chest, shoulders, neck, rounding yourself off. This is good for posture. Now, if you'd like a little bit more, you can, again, keep this structure and then take the right hand and tease to touch the back of the right heel and then place it back and see if you can tease to touch the back of the left heel. Now, if you can make both those, then you can make connection with the right and then the left. And then you're going to use that connection to press and shift the hips forward and open up the chest even more. So you're going to really round through the shoulders. And if you have that heel, hand to heel connection, gently make your way back out onto the lower back. And you're going to inhale to rise up to straighten. And as you exhale, just simply sit back onto the heels, keeping your chest upright. Take a moment to rest your hands onto your thighs. Just focus on the breath. It's a great posture just to also move stuck energy in through the body. So if this is bringing things up for you, any sort of emotion, for me, really does provoke some sort of frustration in my body, and it's nice to kind of rinse it out. So just be with whatever comes up, focus on the breath. And from here, we're going to release. We're going to do a round of dolphin. You're going to place the hands down onto the floor in front of you, your forearms, having your hands, your shoulders, sorry, let's try this again. Your elbows are shoulder width distance. It's a nice way to measure by just having the hands touch on your elbows and then have them number 11 out in front of you. Place them down, tuck the toes or raise the hips up and press evenly into the floor. Now, this is a great posture to build up strength for your inversions. Really works along the shoulders and the back. Now, the thing is here, you want to press into the ground, and you don't necessarily need to straighten the legs. I would advise you to start off with the bend in the legs. You're really just trying to press through the elbows, squeeze them in, and relax the back of the neck. So you want to try and get your chest down towards your heels. Hold for another 5. Press, press, press. Wrap the elbows. 3, 2, 1. And release into child's pose. Lowering all the way down, having the knees out wide, and extend your arms out in front of you. And inhale, rise up to table. And as you exhale, we're going to make our way into a half pigeon. So you can bring your right shin forward and down. And extend the left leg behind you. Just want to make sure that your right knee is on the outside of the right hip. And if you'd like a variation, you can make your way onto your back and place the right foot on top of the knee in a figure 4 position. Works the same thing, a little bit less intense on the knees, so just be careful. You can make your way in, close the eyes, and just take a few rounds of slow breathing, focusing on using the exhale to try and relax into your posture. And release, walk the hands underneath the shoulders, press back to down dog, and just pedal the legs out from left to right, just to release the hips. We'll make our way into a half pigeon on the left-hand side, bring the shin through and down. Left knee is on the outside of the left hip. Again, figure 4 option on the back if that feels better. Make your way there, close the eyes, and really focus on the breath, and try and do so in kind of effortless way. So just bear witness to the breath as you use the exhale to release into the posture. And release. We'll make our way onto our bums. You can just pat your legs out from left to right to release the hip and hamstring, and we'll lower ourselves onto our backs. Draw the right knee to the chest, give it a gentle squeeze. Left leg extends out long. Exhale, supine twist, lower the leg over to the left-hand side. Look up and over the right shoulder. So at this point, you can close the eyes and really just focus on a long, smooth breath. And release. Right knee comes in, give it a good squeeze. Exchange it out. Left leg comes in. Keep both toes tucked. And release. Left leg comes over to the right side. Supine twist. Gaze over the left shoulder. And release. Draw both knees into the chest. Give yourself a giant squeeze. Wrap your hands around your shins. Take a moment just to appreciate or generate some gratitude for your physical body and your practice. As you exhale, release into Shavasana. Well done. Take up some space, having the toes out, palms up. Make any last adjustments and arrive into stillness. Take a deep breath in to fill. And as you exhale, release into Shavasana. Well done. See if you can lay still. This is the last pose of this yoga sequence. It's a nice opportunity to slow the breath down, allow the body to go from an active nervous system into a passive nervous system. Also gives our bodies a chance to get into that rest and recover stage, so we can soak our practice up and really allow the mind to settle down. So see if you can lay still and just focus on the breath. Feel into the sensations of your breath. And if you lose awareness or if you drift off into your thoughts, it's totally fine. Acknowledge that, let that go, and come back to the breath. You're more than welcome to lay in your Shavasana for as much time as you would like. Thank you once again for putting such a beautiful effort into your self-practice. I hope you enjoyed this really strong vinyasa flow. I am definitely going to break a sweat with this one. If you'd like to see more of these kind of practices, please let me know. I do have a variety of different yoga classes, and I would recommend perhaps trying a 10-minute meditation. I will link it next. It's a nice opportunity once you dropped in the body and you're feeling nice and settled, just to really branch out into the rest of the yoga world. And a part of that is meditation. Otherwise, I will see you here tomorrow on your mats. Namaste.